Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
That's a whole heck of a lot of music there, you know.
Yeah, you can talk over it. That's okay.
And there's no lyrics. That's really the problem for me.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
I'm going to do a little business here before I introduce our guest. There's a street closure coming on South Virginia Street from Longwood Avenue to 4th Street intersection to the Putney Street intersection. It will be completely closed off for through traffic beginning 7:30 a.m. Monday, March 13th, 2023, and will hopefully be done by Friday, March 17th. So there it is, road closure next week. And our guest today is Jordan Miles. He's been here a few times.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
new.
No.
He's an old hat for this.
Yeah.
So,
He's a vet behind the mic.
which is really nice because now I don't have to worry too much about what I'm doing, right?
That's right.
I thought you were going to introduce this beautiful young woman in front of me. I thought
yeah,
you were the
did
special
that.
guest.
No,
oh,
no.
he did? I missed that.
every time she's here, she's a special guest. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, good morning. It's good to see you,
Yeah.
Larry and Chris. Good to see you both.
So what do you got for us today?
So I'm here to talk a little bit about what's going on at Piedmont Senior Resources Area Agency on Aging. First, I did want to note that, WFLO, ever since Justine Young, our CEO, came on board and sort of breathed some new life into Piedmont Senior Resources, WFLO has been our biggest media partner, I would say. So I did want to publicly acknowledge that, being our hometown radio station, just in terms of getting the word out, whether it's any cancellation, closure, any new program, any expanded program, things of that nature. So I did want to thank WFLO. Also, we have opened up our 7th Friendship Cafe, our congregate nutrition site over in Buckingham County. COVID obviously did some damage to our in-person social gatherings, but we are holding it every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Buckingham Community Center, across from Fast Mart in the location of the Old Dillon Primary School. Okay. We had a few people show up yesterday. We did have some presentations from Wendy Spivey, who is with the community center in the county of Buckingham, but we had lots of activities, physical activities, educational sessions yesterday, hot meal, games and fun. So if you're an older adult and interested in socializing and meeting some new people over in Buckingham County, and this is all free and open to the public, age 60 and older, come every Tuesday to the Buckingham Community Center. They're on Route 15 north of the intersection there, in the Route 15 corridor of Food Line, Fast Mart, Farmers Bank, and then Lucky's as well, from Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lots of exciting activities, and we hope to see folks there. And so we do have a congregate nutrition site, Friendship Cafe, in every locality, whether it's Amelia, Charlotte, Cumberland, Lunenburg, Buckingham, Nottoway, and of course Prince Edward County.
That's fabulous.
And if you don't drive, we'll provide the ride. This program creates an opportunity to have fun while learning, and also understanding the importance of good nutrition and increased physical activity. If you have any questions about what we do, you can attend virtually or in person. We do offer Tai Chi Bingo Size, which is an evidence-based falls prevention program at some of our sites. You can call Nikki Dean at our office at 434-767-5588, or you can call her on her cell phone at 321-9797. And so just wanted to highlight that.
What kind of turnout do you think or do you get for these?
So that's a great question. It varies by county, Larry. Right now, just because we did just reopen the location over in Buckingham, that's a lower number, though there are about 17,000 people living over in Buckingham. There's obviously a few thousand older adults, but our biggest turnout probably has been here in Farmville and Prince Edward County,
okay.
And probably Nottoway County, maybe then Amelia, but I know that the lower ones are Cumberland and Buckingham. We're trying to breathe some new life into those spaces there. Just trying to get some new faces, trying to start some new programs. So
recovering from COVID,
Yes.
basically. So it's,
Yeah.
well, that and all the other illnesses and
Right.
and that's going around, and a lot of our older adults have been going through a lot of health issues, and you might not see it, but a lot of people have been sick in the community, not related to COVID. So
right.
yeah, and so we're there for them. And one other program I wanted to highlight is that since December of 2018, we have completed thousands of successful medical transportation appointments with our non-emergency medical transportation program that has really filled an unmet need in the community. Within the top 10 Centra Health Community Health Needs Assessment community needs was access to affordable health care and transportation, and those two needs are being met by this program. Of course, this program is for older adults who don't have access to accessible, affordable medical transportation, and Piedmont Senior Resources provides medical transportation to those 7 counties. As listed earlier, we travel and transport older adults to any medical-related appointment, whether it's a specialty appointment, dental, optics, and eye doctor, things like that, to like say Colonial Heights, Richmond, Lynchburg, Charlottesville, South Hill, to a wide swath of the geography in Central Virginia. But we are seeking volunteers to help transport these older adults to and from their medical appointments. People can be reimbursed for mileage using their own vehicle, or they can come to the agency and pick up our van. They can volunteer as little or as much as they would like, but we do need volunteers to help continue to make this program successful. In that we are this spring, hopefully late spring, if not early summer, we'll be obtaining our 4th medical transportation handicap accessible van to offer and spread our bandwidth a little bit to offer more appointments to older adults.
That's great. So you're going to have 4 handicap vans.
Yes, sir. So right now, Chris and Larry, we are able to offer transportation, probably upwards of 15 appointments per week, and we'll be able to do more. Right now we have 3 vans, of course, but by expanding that bandwidth with that 4th van, we'll be able to do more, and we do need more help in terms of volunteering. There is some light training. We do a background check in terms of DMV criminal record, but we are looking for help from the community. And that this program is an unfunded program, meaning that we have to write grants every year.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably the van is through a grant as well?
It is. So that's a great question, Chris. So every year we write a grant through the Department of Rail and Public Transportation for a capital, which is fleet, and then for vouchers, which is money to help offset the cost of transportation. Because a lot of older adults here, whether they worked all their lives, they don't have much of a pension, or they worked in textiles and things like that. The Social Security, and if they have a pension, they're lucky, but it can't keep up with inflation, with the cost of everything
right.
is going up, and
Yes.
they can't keep up, much less get a good ride to their doctor's appointment. So that's where we fill that need and fill the gap. So, and if you are interested in volunteering or would like to schedule an appointment with our medical transportation services, you can give us a call at 1-866-392-8432. That's different from our office number. It's 866-392-8432. So those are just some of the things going on. I didn't know if anyone had any questions or anything. I can rattle off a little bit more. I'm happy to jaw at you a little bit, but I didn't know.
If they have some questions, they can call us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's,
the phone lines are
434,
open.
394-0924.
Want to make sure they are open, and they are open.
Yeah.
Note that the handicap vehicles is something that's close to me because my last job that I had was at the Ability Center, and so I installed things like hand controls and ramps, and fixed a lot of these vans that are being used to deliver folks, and they break down all the time. And I had experiences like a vet, no legs, stuck in his van, because it was broken down. So he's just there, can't get anywhere. So it is so critical to have a good, reliable transportation to your medical things. And I just have a lot of respect for
as difficult as it is to get an appointment.
Exactly.
And then not be able to get there, to have to reschedule is, that's not good.
Yep.
As part of the grants that we write, whether it's through Centra Health or through the Department of Rail and Public Transportation, we have to demonstrate the need that we are meeting, or the unmet need, I should say. And so, in talking to Centra Health, and some of their specialists and their social workers that we work with, there are so many. Not even older adults, just people who rely on others for transportation, whether it's Medicaid or other transportation providers. And this statement is not representative of all of those transportation providers, but some, to be frank. And some of the social workers have said that numerous times they have to cancel appointments because the transportation provider doesn't show up. They're late. They won't come back to get the client. There's a general confusion. And so that's where we step in for older adults. We have only a few unmet appointments, and that has to do with the provider canceling or illness or COVID or something like that. So we have far succeeded over 98% of all of our meeting all of our appointments, making them successful appointments. And just because that someone might need a ramp or a van that's accessible doesn't mean that they're using a wheelchair or a walker.
Right.
Some older adults have just a hard time picking their feet up, and that's just their gait's a little off just because they're older, their legs are weak, and that's why we have these accessible vans.
Do you charge for this?
We do charge for this. We charge a very nominal fee. Everyone pays at least $10 per appointment. That's $5 one way, $5 back, and that can be as far as between here and Colonial Heights. So it is an income-based program, and that's where those vouchers from the state come in to help offset the cost.
Excellent. Yeah. Excuse me. To get that in a private setting, a private handicap setting, is expensive, extremely expensive.
It is expensive. And,
so this is great.
And that's why, thank you. And that's why we do rely on the volunteers from the community, on donations, on fundraisers, and things of that nature. And on that note, I did want to add that we are having not a fundraiser, but an event that includes the Easter Bunny. And Chris, I'm going to show you a photo of this Easter Bunny, and I want you to guess who that is. Who do you think is wearing that Easter Bunny suit?
You.
Do you think I'm that tall?
I don't know. He's a pretty tall guy. I have no idea.
It is me.
Okay.
Thank you.
It was the ears that.
It was the ears that threw her off. Yeah. No. So we're having photos with the
He'll do anything to get
with the Easter Bunny. With the Easter Bunny. I've heard much worse, but thank you. So anyway, we're having photos with the Easter Bunny on Saturday, April the 1st. It's April Fool's Day, and just in case you didn't know, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at our office at Piedmont Senior Resources at 1413 South Main Street in Farmville at the shops at College Park. Pictures are $5 each, and all proceeds go to Piedmont Senior Resources. There are going to be live animals. There's going to be crafts available for children and adults and more. Again, photos are $5 each, and all proceeds go back to the agency to help fund many of the programs that we offer to our older adults, as I've been talking about. And for more information, you can go on our website, or you can visit our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com and search for Piedmont Senior Resources. Again, this event is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, April the 1st. The Easter Bunny will be there, and there'll be some live animals, I'm told.
Do we get to tip the Easter Bunny?
Yeah, please tip the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny takes tips. Did I tell you the Easter Bunny takes tips?
Of course. I was worried about you might get shot. There's a lot of guns around here. So, it's like, don't shoot the Easter Bunny is all we're saying.
Yeah, rabbit's a delicacy in some parts of this community, depending on where you go.
I don't know.
And don't set a trap for the rabbit either.
You look like you'd be pretty chewy.
Pretty gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Did I mention the Easter Bunny takes tips? But anyway, so that's some of the events we have going on and some of the programs. But also, I did want to note that there is a we're partnering with the Alzheimer's Association on several different fronts, whether it's dementia awareness or caregiver support group. And there is a Farmville caregiver support group that's being held by the local Alzheimer's Association chapter of Southeastern Virginia. It meets on the first Wednesday of each month from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. at St. John's Lutheran Church. That's at 1301 Millenwood Road in Farmville. And it is pertaining to helping build a support system with people who understand, developing a support system, exchanging some information on the challenges and solutions of being a caregiver to someone who does have Alzheimer's, and they're able to share resources and that kind of thing. And that is held at each Wednesday of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. at St. John's Lutheran Church. Also, there's a dementia awareness spring education series going on in Nottoway County in Burkeville. All sessions are going to be held on the second Wednesday of each month, beginning at 10 a.m. Sessions are 1 hour, and there's no registration needed. The events will be held at the Burkeville Elementary School at 507 Miller Street in Burkeville, and it starts on March the 8th. It goes, and then there's another event April the 12th, May the 10th, and then June 14th. And I'll leave this information with you all to
please.
spread on the community calendar, and then it does go through October. There is prevalence of Alzheimer's and dementia in the community, and there are a lot of caregivers who do need support. And Alzheimer's Association, especially the Greater Richmond chapter, has been famous for holding caregiver support events and that kind of thing, because whether you're caring for someone, whether it's dementia, Alzheimer's, it can be anything. Often the caregiver catches the worst of it from the loved one. I've been a caregiver, and I don't know if you all have been, but it can be really, really hard to see what that person goes through, but also to take on their emotions and sort of what they're going through. So our caregivers do need support in every way that the community, that any organization can offer. So I think that's important to highlight.
It is. I appreciate that too. How many facilities does Piedmont have? I'm new to the area, and this is kind of the first I've learned about Piedmont.
Sure.
And it seems like they're doing a lot of stuff for the community and just a lot of programs and those things.
So we have one central office in Farmville at the Shops of College Park at 1413 South Main Street. That's our office.
Okay.
Now, there are no seniors hidden in the back of that office. Sometimes we get people who come in and who are like, they look around, they look up and down, and they look at me and they look at Claire, who's in our front office, and they said, well, where is everybody? And we said, well, what do you mean? Well, we're all your older adults. Well, they're in their home. They're not in the back.
No, they're in the back. I can tell.
Stacked in a room or anything. No. Yeah. So anyway, no, we provide direct care services, whether it's homemaker services, medical transportation services, home delivery meal services, Medicare counseling, home repair renovation, lots of direct care services to keep them independent in their homes. And so that's our mission, is to advocate, achieve, and advance independence for the aging community. And then we have so that's the only building we rent, and we don't own it, but we rent. That's our office. Now we do have contracts with churches and other organizations in every community and every county, to where we have these friendship cafes.
Oh,
And that's kind of it.
okay.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, a lot of people think we still have an office in Burkeville because we do have that 767-5588 number. But that's we just kept that number because we've had it for 60 years, and why change it?
Right.
Since we moved to Farmville, and I think it was 2016 or 17, maybe the summer of 2017, something like that. It was shortly before I joined the organization. So,
what do you? I like the fact, or I'm kind of guessing the fact that you're trying to keep older folks in their homes.
That's
and
exactly
be able
right.
to keep their homes for as long as possible. I know my mom had to give up hers because she couldn't get to places. So, I find that noble. It's a noble cause.
Right.
And for the people out there listening, our audience at WFLO, you can call in. And the number is 434-394-0924. If you have any questions for Jordan, please give us a call.
And also, we don't just help those who are in federal poverty. We help people who, again, as I was saying, have worked hard all their lives. And, a lot of places, I'd say, a lot of people who work in this community and they retire, they don't necessarily draw a good pension.
Yeah.
Thank God if you're able to work for local government, for state, for a local government agency through the Virginia retirement system, that does offer a really good pension. But that's a real rarity across this region. People who are farmers, people who have run small businesses, they don't get that nice pension check.
Yep.
And I wish they did, but they don't. And so as the price of business goes up, as it costs more for groceries, for gasoline, for prescriptions, their income doesn't go up. Social Security has gone up a little bit, but it
doesn't cover inflation.
No, it does not. It does not. And so that's where we come in to help out. So you don't have to be in stark poverty to qualify for the services we offer.
That's
great. I mean, we do offer our programs on a sliding scale. But if you're able to pay a little bit, we can more than likely help you out. So I'd be happy to take any questions from the public, hard or easy.
394 or 434-394-0924. I just tested it to make sure it worked.
Okay.
That's why
Nothing's broken.
I have
nothing's
had
broken.
situations where it didn't work.
It might have something to do with who's behind the mic this morning. A lot of people would rather not talk to me. So
No, that's not true. You're a cornerstone in the fabric of Farmville.
no,
Come on.
no, I'm not. Yeah.
Well, anything else then for today?
I don't have anything else unless y'all have any questions or anything. I know. Is today the recipe of the week?
No, that was yesterday.
What was
it? Was
the
brownie pie.
Brownie pie.
Oh, we do have.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to
brownie
go
pie.
on Facebook and listen.
Yeah.
Because my
Well,
girlfriend
it's-
is coming to town and she likes sweets.
Oh, good. Well, this is very
Good
simple
morning,
recipe.
caller. You're on the air. Sorry.
Thank you. Good morning. I have a question.
Okay, please.
My mom used to volunteer at the, I don't know, there was a place near Habitat back in the corner.
Over by the food
Pace?
line?
Pace?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
Possibly, yes. Now, is there a program similar to that? She doesn't feel comfortable driving people around, and where she could go and kind of be interactive with the others. Do you have something like that, or is it all kind of, there's an office and then it's all outside in people's homes?
No.
So to answer your question, the answer is yes, in that one of our other programs I didn't mention is the volunteer wellness check program that we have, where seniors, they can, if they'd like, they can come to our office and make these telephone calls, but 9 times out of 10, our volunteer callers can make these calls from their homes, and that we call them warm calls. Our volunteers make upwards of 400 calls per month to our homebound clients who don't get out, who just want to talk to somebody, who want to socialize on the telephone a little bit. So do you think your mom would be open to making some telephone calls from her home, or from our office, maybe, I don't know, once, twice, 3 times a month, to check on other people and interact with them and see how they're doing, and maybe get their needs back to us and see how we can meet them?
I do not know, but I know that she really enjoyed the face-to-face interaction with the others at the.
I think it was the Pace
place,
Center.
The Pace.
Okay.
Pace.
Yeah, we could also we could also get her plugged into our Friendship Cafe as well. She could be a participant, and she could also maybe volunteer depending on what she would like to her interaction level would like to be. So you can certainly contact Nikki Dean at our office at 434-767-5588. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can meet her needs in terms of what she would like to do, and maybe she could help out at one of our Friendship Cafes. Just depending if she wants to be a participant, if she would like to make calls from her home, just depending on the opportunities we have available too.
Okay. That's a start. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for calling. And I think one of the most important things for my mom, and I'm always on this soapbox, which is connection. And I know older people have a hard time to connect. So any type of program where older folks can get in touch with each other.
It's good for their mental health as well.
There's a need for it.
Yes,
too.
it is.
Yeah, so especially if you
Yeah, on that note, studies have shown, social isolation can do a lot of damage to your mind and body if you're sitting in your apartment, sitting at home, and even if you talk to someone once a day, but if you're not seeing anybody, getting out a little bit, walking, having some FaceTime with somebody like that, whether it's a younger person, a contemporary, or an older adult, studies have shown that interacting and socializing is a huge social determinant of health, and that being socially isolated can do as much damage as being a heavy smoker.
Right.
Because of what it can do to your mind, your body, the deterioration, things of that nature. So it is important to, if you know an older adult, if you see somebody, just speak to them, say hello. I hope you have a nice day. Isn't it a nice day outside? To give them a call, go see them, take them some food, and just be nice. We need more kindness in this world.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and it's a good segue, but Farmville's a pretty nice place, I think. So
well, the region's pretty nice, and they're nice people wherever you go. You just got to look in the right places.
All righty then. Thank you, caller.
Go
ahead.
Yes, I'm glad that you reminded me to just say good morning to somebody that, yes.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much for calling. Have a great day.
Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Well,
that takes
Jordan,
us to the
Yeah.
Oh, we're past our
our
little time,
business.
Are you overtime? Are we in overtime?
We're overtime. Yeah.
We're free falling here. So
well, thanks for having me.
Thank you
Good to see you both.
Well, thank you so much
Yes,
Thank
good to
you.
see you both.
for informing us of this
Yes, ma'am.
wonderful service, and we just love to have you by.
Likewise, I'll be back.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Next
All right,
month,
take care.
it's going to be the second or third Thursday. Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
But we'll figure it out.
We're going to talk to Jordan again.
Thank you both.
Take care. Have a good day.
All righty. That brings us to the half-hour point. And what does that mean
Well,
to
it means
you?
weather forecast, I think.
Oh,
forecast.
weather forecast. I guess
And
we could do that.
birthdays coming
Which
up.
order do you want to do that?
We can do the weather first
All
and
right.
then the birthdays.
Yeah, the weather, let's see, is the temperature change. Whoa.
Whoa.
It went up 9 degrees from the time we started that to now. So in a half an hour, it warmed up 9 degrees. I hope we can keep that trend going.
I hope so, too.
Well, I guess if it went too far, we would bake eventually. As I said, it's 39 degrees out there. Humidity is 73%, and wind speed is calm. It looks like tonight it is going to be partly cloudy, and then a slight chance of rain later in the morning.
But we're going to see a high today of 61.
Oh, yeah. That should be nice. I've found these last few days where it's like 56, 57, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be a beautiful day. And I go outside, and I'm like, well, I kind of need a jacket.
Oh, well, you're in California.
So, you know.
We would-
Oh, I knew that was going to come out eventually. Yes.
No, that's 61 is a nice temperature.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You can,
No jacket.
you can get a lot of work done in
Yes, you can.
61, chopping some wood out there. Anyway, tonight it is. The clouds are going to come in, and it's going to bring in a little bit of a storm for Friday. It says there's a 90% chance of rain with a high of 48. So we're dropping quite a bit there, 20 degrees more. Friday night, it is going to peel back a little bit on the rain, but it's going to clear up in the morning time with a low of 31. And so Saturday will be sunny with a high of 52. Sunday is very similar to Saturday in the morning, where it will be partly sunny, and then it's going to give way to rain on the evening at night, which will bring rain all the way into Monday. So that's the weather for right now, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
I am. You can't. Let's see. I see the Easter bunny. Oh, no, that's the birthday bunny.
The birthday bunny. That's right.
We've invented a new
moniker for the birthday calendar. The birthday. Anyway. Okay, we've got a lot of names today.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So we'll start off with today is March the 9th. We got Annie Mae Warham celebrating a birthday today. A happy birthday going out to Jordan Springer of Dillwyn. Also, we have Berta Childress from Phoenix.
So there's a Phoenix around here.
There is
it's not the Arizona Phoenix that I'm so familiar with.
Right.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Where's that located?
Right around, I think it's located around Charlotte Courthouse. That area.
That direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's where it is. Okay.
Who
let's see.
Who said you could think?
I know.
Really?
I know,
Come on. Isn't there a sign on the door?
think.
Leave your brain outside.
Yeah. Directions. I'm not good with directions much. Especially when you get into Lynchburg.
Oh,
right.
yes.
Okay, we have Max Andrew Crater the Third. Excuse me, it's Mark Andrew Crater the Third. Right. They call him AC.
Really?
AC3.
I like it.
Yeah, AC3. All right. Let's see. Angela Stewart celebrating today. So is Lil Zimba. We have Josh Reed. Dylan Elliott. Happy birthday. Katie Friedel Carter. And Cindy Van Zant.
Cindy. Happy birthday.
Celebrating
to
a
all
birthday
you.
today. Those are all our birthdays. We have no anniversaries to report. So.
Why do you suppose there's so many birthdays on some days and not?
No. Well, it just depends upon what happened 9 months ago. I don't know.
See, now I have these statistical questions that sort of makes...
When you're talking to the wrong girl.
They need to be answered, and they need to be answered now.
Right.
All right. Shall we take a look at what...
So wait a minute. We have to tell the folks how to send in those birthdays.
Oh,
you need to email them in to birthdays at WFLO.net, or you can mail them in to WFLO at 217 West 3rd Street.
I'm so glad you remembered that.
Suite 2.
Okay.
Farmville, Virginia, 23901.
Yeah, send in those birthdays.
Yes.
Email's usually the easiest way to do that thing, but we do have options.
Right.
Excellent. Let's see what we have here. It is National Slam the Scam Day.
Okay.
Let's see what that's all about. National Slam the Scam Day on March 9th is an initiative to raise public awareness by helping the public to combat Social Security-related scams. Scammers are counting on you being uninformed of their deceptive tactics. The goal of this National Day is to get you informed on scammer tactics so you can scam somebody. Oh, no, I mean so you don't fall prey to
That's
it.
right.
I got a really bad look.
Yeah.
I mean, really
I'm sorry.
She just looked at me like, you got to be kidding
I have no
me.
control over my facial expression.
I'm in trouble so much here now. Did you see the avocado? The avocado's
I did.
frowning today.
Oh,
I don't know why, but he's a
why?
little sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Oh, okay.
But Scammer Day. You know,
Well,
I can't
usually-
stand scammers.
I can't either. I mean,
We're fairly bright individuals, so
Yeah.
we can usually see right through it. But
Yeah.
there's too many people. I had a father-in-law who would just fall for anything. I mean, it was like, yeah, we need $6,000 to, paint your fence or something because it's the wrong color, so we're going to arrest you if it's not painted.
oh my God,
It's stupid.
it is stupid.
So, and I just don't like scammers. If you're a scammer, I don't like you. Nobody
That's right.
likes you.
Nobody. You
Stop
tick me
scamming. Seriously, get a job. Oh, wait. It's World Kidney Day. Second Thursday in March. Let's see what that is. Obviously, it's about the kidneys. World Kidney is the second Thursday in March, sets out each year to create increased awareness about kidney care.
Okay.
Our kidneys are vital. Yeah, we knew that. Yeah. Now think about what you can do for your kidneys. Oh, here's a list of stuff. Diabetes is one of the leading causes of kidney failure. I guess we would have already know that.
Yeah.
But also high blood pressure, drinking, all the normals. Okay,
Do
National
everything in moderation.
National Get Over It Day. Is it still on?
What?
Oh, the phone. I didn't know if our lines. I think I may have shut those lines off. Sorry about that. Oh, shall we?
Shall we can take a call? Sure.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello. I just wanted to tell Chris that my pictures of my family finally came in.
Really? I'm
All
so
the pictures that I
glad.
mailed in
Oh my!
December. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! How long did that
My cousin
take?
was so glad that she actually cried when she called me.
I'm sure. Well, that's
because there was just pictures of most of the people was deceased, you know, in our family.
yeah.
And from December to March, now this, and they hadn't been tampered with at
My
all.
goodness. Oh, that's. I wonder where they went.
I have no idea unless these trucks that picks up the mail dropped them somewhere and didn't even look, and then finally realized and put them back in the mail because it was mailed in March because the date was on them, and I put them in there in that thing where it's next to the post office a week before Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that? Oh, that's amazing.
And this is March, but I just wanted to tell you, and how is Francis doing today?
Francis is doing as well as can be expected. He's, like I said, he's on his medication now, and we do have an appointment for the ALS clinic in Charlottesville to get him started with that as well. But, of course, cards and letters are always welcome. And, again, that address is Francis Wood at 175 Crescent Road. Farmville.
Yeah, I've got it wrote. I'm
Yeah.
going to get one and send him. I've got it down.
Oh, well, good.
But Francis is really tough. And, honey, never give up because the good Lord's running this show.
I know
If
he
Francis
is.
starts to gain weight, he might just come on out.
Well, he has
Good
gained
Lord.
he has gained a couple of pounds, so that's good.
Well, I've been praying for Francis every night, so,
Well, God bless
So
you.
I just wanted to tell you that the pictures came, and my family was so happy. Me too, because, see, I had told my cousin I sent these pictures, and if I tell you I'm going to do something, I want to do it.
Right.
I'm not the girl that don't want to do it, and then it was making me look bad, too, but my cousin knew me well enough to know that I wouldn't do that. But I was just so pleased when she got them, and she had to call me, and she just cried because sisters that passed away, her mother had passed away, her brother had passed away, deceased, and all these pictures, and our aunts was of the dead people,
Yeah.
So they couldn't be placed, even with
That's
money.
right. Yep.
So y'all have a good day, honey.
All right, and I'm so happy for you. Thanks so much for your call. We appreciate it. We love you. Take care.
Thanks. Love you too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right.
I love our callers.
I do,
I
too.
do. I
I
mean,
do.
You have just such history in this place. I just can't imagine that wasn't my motif, I guess. I moved around a lot, so
Yes.
it was a big difference.
I moved around a lot when I was a kid.
You did?
Yeah.
Military?
No, I went, let's put it this way. I went to several different schools.
Oh, because you were bad.
No, because of my location.
So they just
Anyway,
kick you out of
just
one
moved
school,
around from-
and you'd have to go to another school, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
misbehave and have
yeah.
to do that all over again.
Yeah.
I always wondered how people turned out, that had that issue.
Well, now you know.
They turn out great.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
all right. Well, listen. Okay,
yeah.
go ahead. We got National Get Over It Day.
Yeah, I was just going to give our number out one more time. 434-394-0924. We got a little bit of time to talk to somebody.
Sure.
Love talking to you. We are serving the community. It is National Get Over It Day. Each year, 9th of March, people across the country observed a National Get Over It Day, just as it implies. The day is to do exactly that. Get over it. I guess. I don't know. I don't think get over it is a very healthy mental attitude. Acceptance, I think, is everything.
Okay.
But get over it, you have to have some acceptance, I guess, in that get over it. But you can even accept that it's just bad, but
Right.
you have to accept it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe we can accept the fact that it's National Meatball Day. And you just have no ideas how many ways you can cook a meatball.
I
mean,
don't cook meatballs.
Really?
No.
Why?
I don't know why.
Interesting.
Maybe it
I don't either. And I don't.
Especially when you can get. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Get what?
get them from the store
Oh,
already.
yeah.
ready to.
Mine
put the
just
sauce
would
in.
not turn out like this at all. But
All that stuff that looks pretty good.
yeah,
But
making little balls of hamburger. I'm afraid I'm going to start throwing them at the wall and stuff. 'Cause
Oh.
wouldn't that be fun?
yeah, but you can make meatballs out of pork, chicken,
Yeah,
turkey.
That's true.
Yeah, all you have to do is just add a little stuff in there to make them stick together.
Super glue? Is that what?
Yes, that might work.
You should have that in your recipe.
You're right. Yeah.
One
This
bottle
doesn't
of
work. Try super glue.
if they don't stick together.
Yeah, it's also National Crab Meat Day.
Oh wow! I love crab meat
I do too.
soaked in butter.
Soaked
the more
in
the butter, the better.
Butter.
Better butter.
Yep.
Crab.
Absolutely.
It's always observed on March 9th. I find this interesting. Some are like the third Tuesday or something, and some are just the
Well,
day.
it's people have to make a living doing something.
So it
Making up
says,
these days.
yeah, to celebrate this is America's favorite crustacean. It says that there is, with 1.5 million tons of crab consumed every year around the world, plenty of crab meat lovers celebrate every year. 1.5 million
Yeah.
tons.
Tons.
Wow.
Tons.
I don't know who's eating it, but they should share over this way. Did you have Barbies as a child?
No, I was way before that. I was
Oh, yeah.
Tiny Tears and Revlon and all
Oh,
that
okay.
kind of stuff. But my girls, Laura had Barbie dolls. She
Yeah.
had quite a collection of Barbie dolls.
Really?
As a matter of fact, we used to have fun playing with them together.
Yeah, my twin sister had them. My older sister had them, of course, and we had the little G.I. Joe guys, and of course they always had
Yeah,
make
that was
trouble.
the
and
G.I.
stuff.
Joe was the one that Francis wanted. That the lady in the store said, Francis wants the doll, the doll
Oh,
over
no.
there. Just get one
Yeah.
for him.
Oh,
And he was so embarrassed.
really?
Yeah.
Did he get it, or did he get
Yeah,
it?
I guess he did.
Okay.
G.I. Joe.
Cool.
But to them, it was like, either.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
A
do
doll.
that. I
A
do that
doll.
with my son too. I tease him about his doll things that he gets. They're not dolls.
No, they're not dolls. They're action figures.
Actually, these things are worth money after a
Absolutely.
bit of time. It's
yeah.
crazy.
I don't know what happened to Laura's Barbie collection, but
Oh yeah, but those were valuable. We tore the heads off of most of our sisters'
Oh, you did?
Barbies, and then the arms had to come off because it just didn't look right to have arms in.
bad brother. Bad.
Okay, certainly I digress. Let's see, what do we have here? Do we have time for...
I have something.
Oh, well, excellent.
Well, let's see. Do we want to do the celebrity birthdays, maybe?
I want what you got.
You want one I got?
Yeah.
Well, I've got that the world's oldest person
Oh,
has died. Living in 3 centuries, to an incredible age of 128 years old.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
So, did you read Kurzweiler's book on the future? Basically, he wrote this 20, 30 years ago, but he predicted that the first person to live to be 150 has already been born, which makes sense. I don't think that's a real stretch of the imagination of it. But it does make you think about that. 150 years old.
Well, her name is Joanna Mazebuko.
Gesundheit.
You're welcome. And she's from South Africa. She never learned to read and write. She never went to school. She worked on a maize farm there with her family.
Corn maze.
Right.
Okay, not a maze that you try to get out of.
Right. Well, she died from a stroke on March the 3rd. And she just survived. And she married an older widower, had 7 children.
Wow.
And more than 50 grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Wow. That's amazing.
So.
That is, I guess you live that long, you're going to...
128 years old.
Amazing. I wonder, a lot of people over the years that are like old, the oldest person has died. There's always some oldest person who dies.
Right.
But a lot of the time, I don't know, have you found that they say that they've lived kind of just a simple life? I mean, basically they eat the same things.
Well, there weren't any. Well, she was saying that there weren't any problems way back when. You had your routine, and there was no stress or anything like that.
Yeah. I find routines like that help me too.
That's good.
All right. How about some birthdays? Who do you know here? Singer Mark Lindsay of Paul Revere and the Raiders is 81 today.
Wow.
Charles Gibson, TV anchor, 80. Let's see, guitarist Robin Trower. Yay. He's amazing. Oh, my goodness. He's 78 today.
Yep. And singer, Jeffrey Osborne is 75.
Oh, wow.
Guitarist Jimmy Fadden of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band is also 75.
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. That's a great name.
Yep. Let's see. Actor Linda Florentino of Men in Black, 65.
Nice. Guitarist Rusty Hendricks of Confederate Railroad is 63.
All right. Juliette Binoche from Chocolat and the English Patient is 59. I love her. I just love her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know who she is.
Yeah.
I was just going to pass over it. What else has she been in? Do you know? I'm terrible, though, so I apologize if I'm asking.
I can't remember now.
Okay. Rapper C. Murderer, a.k.a. C. Miller, is 52. So this one's close to home. Mr. Holland's Opus is 51. The actor Jean Louisa Kelly. Mr. Holland's Opus, though, is, what was his name?
Yeah. Hold
on.
I know I'm not going to see him, but I'll think of it in just a minute.
His story was very, very, very similar to my dad's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very, very similar. I mean, he even had this little young redhead flute player that he was considering.
Richard Dreyfuss?
That's the guy?
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Well done, well written, well directed, well produced. All right. Oscar. Oh, Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
That's about it.
Oscar Isaac. Okay.
Rapper Bow Wow.
Rapper Bow Wow.
Rapper Bow Wow is 36 years old today.
Come on, give us a rap.
Luis Armando Garcia George Lopez is 31 today. All right.
Excellent. So we got, 2 minutes left
2
here.
minutes. Oh,
we
right.
could take a call, or we could entertain our audience with news. TSA agent sees gun from actor Mike Epps in Indianapolis. All righty then. Why did he have that?
Don't know.
When Hollywood needs a movie villain, the Tech Bros answer. Who are the Tech Bros? A toast to the disruptors. Edward Norton, tech billionaire, says in Rian Johnson's Oscar-nominated Glass Onion, A Knives Out mystery. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, it was great.
Really?
Another intelligent, fairly
okay.
intelligent movie.
All right.
And why not toast? Sunday's Academy Awards won't give prizes for the best villain. But if they did, Miles Braun would win it in a walk. Is this him? Oh, that's Edward Norton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I know Miles Braun.
I don't know either.
Do you? Well, then that makes his story a little less interesting.
Interesting. Maybe not to you, but maybe to some
That's
others.
true. That's
you
true.
know.
My ignorance shouldn't reflect on the quality of information. Now, I don't think we'll read the DeSantis move. DeSantis. Okay, at the Oscars a year later, the slap stays in the picture. That was a whole year ago. I forgot about that. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
All right, I've got a dumb story.
Oh,
dumb
dumb.
story. Yeah.
So why did you say dumb and then hit me on the shoulder? What was that
Oh
about?
no, I was just trying to get your attention. All right, we have time to do this, and then time to tell everybody not to forget to go spring forward. This
Right.
Sunday. Okay, really quick. A driver caught on the phone at the wheel stuck his middle finger up, only to quickly realize he had just insulted a team of undercover police officers.
Oops.
Okay.
You know, there are too many cameras out there, so be careful.
Yeah.
Remember, set your clocks ahead this weekend, and remember that there's a closure on the roads between Longwood Avenue, 4th Street intersection to Putney Street intersection. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you, Chris, so
You're
much.
welcome. I enjoyed it.
Yes, absolutely.